Hi, I'm Victoria Ballou, and we've had a lot of interest in cryptocurrency lately, so I'm going to address that right now. We're going to take a look at two cryptos, first Bitcoin and then Ethereum, and see where they are right now. So I'm going to shuffle my Thoth deck, and we are going to do a 3-card spread first. First card is going to be the overview. The second card is going to be the challenge. And the third card is going to be the course of action called for. So we're going to see where Bitcoin is right now from an overview standpoint. Let's go. Yeah, no surprise here. 2 of discs change. Of course, discs represent money and physical property and crypto. And what change is representing, aside from the literal fact of change, it speaks of a balancing act, something being out of balance. So this is the overview right now for Bitcoin. So it's saying that it's in the process of a balancing, trying to rebalance and being unbalanced. That's the real key here, is that it is unbalanced as I am recording this right now. So the next card we're going to look at is the challenge for Bitcoin right now. So this is not surprising either. It's the Devil card, which of course deals with it deals with material aspects, and in its shadow energy certainly represents things like greed and overindulgence. So for this to be the challenge card here, it really speaks to the run that crypto had this time last year. Of course, it was just doing phenomenally well and people were making a lot of money with it. And then it dropped. The price dropped significantly, tremendously. And so the challenge card here is saying, you know, there's that greed aspect of wanting it to go back up to $69,000. But we need to look at the course of action called for to see where energetically it is going to go from the standpoint of where we are right now. Now, what I need to stress to you is that, of course, in tarot, it represents energy, right? And it's the subconscious energy. So clearly we are dealing with subconscious energy on a global scale. So this is massive energy, but it's coming in all sorts of different directions. And the tarot picks up on the major predominant wave that's happening right now. So of course it can change if attitudes of energies change, but what this course of action called for card that's about to come up is going to speak of the prevalent energy right now, where it's headed unless things change. So this is the course of action called for. Okay, well, it's the 5 of Swords in the Thoth deck. It's called Defeat. This is saying that there could be some real trouble ahead for Bitcoin. The course of action called for is to deal with this essence, this energy of defeat that is showing here. And I know this is disappointing for a lot of you who are watching this and who have Bitcoin right now. So this is energetically what the tarot is showing, and it's all as a result of this challenge energy of greed. So we are working with this aspect. Shadow energy, the devil absolutely represents that shadow energy of greed and being too attached to material possessions. This 5 of Swords energy is saying, yeah, you need to temper that and be prepared for something not going well with Bitcoin here going forward. So I want to give everybody a heads up on this. And as I said, this energy can shift, but where we are right now, this is where we are. The change is occurring with Bitcoin, and the trajectory right now is not very promising for it as it stands today. So we're going to take a look at Ethereum next, which is another very popular and successful crypto. I'm going to shuffle the cards so that we can get the energy going for Ethereum. And that's what I'm focused on here. So the And I'm not even going to talk about Bitcoin beyond this because I don't want that energy mixed in with what we're working on here with Ethereum. Crypto in general, I cannot do a really accurate, just general crypto spread because there are so many different kinds, those which are really successful and those which really haven't done much, so and are on decline. So that's why I'm focusing on the two in this session. And Ethereum has been in the news lately, so let's take a look at what's going on with Ethereum. Again, the first card is the overview card for it right now. Okay, Prince of Discs. Prince of Discs represents an energy. It can represent a person, but because we're talking about Ethereum here, it more than likely represents a general energy, which says this is energy that makes plans, that has a strategy, that lays out a forethought strategy and executes it in a very efficient way. This is energy that is always looking forward and how to maximize efficiency. This is energy that is always aware of following a structure that is going to work moving into the future. This is very much that sort of dynamic energy. And being Prince energy of discs, yeah, this is young, energetic energy. I very much see this representing Ethereum here because of the new dynamic of what this cryptocurrency represents. So yeah, very positive card for an overview for Ethereum, and that is speaking of following through on a plan, on structure, and being very confident with it. Let me put that in also. Okay, so let's take a look at the challenge. Second card is challenge coming up. Interesting. We have the Knight of Discs, also money, right? And physical things. So the Knight is representing, if you look at him compared to the Prince, the Knight is taking a break, right? He's in a pause. This is pause energy. He's lifted his helmet up. His horse is grazing. He's relaxed. You know, he's lowered his sword here. You know, and you see the setting sun right there in the background. So the challenge is that Ethereum is facing just a pause, right? It's very much in that sector where there's not going to be a whole lot of forward movement, dynamic movement with Ethereum. That is its challenge. So let's see what the course of action called for is with this crypto. Yeah, and so it's another discs card. I'm not surprised. You know, and it's the Four of Discs. And in the Toth deck, it's called Power, which, geez, don't we love to see that with Ethereum? As its course of action called for, you know, the four, of course, is very much that from a numerology standpoint, this represents stability, the building of a foundation. You know, that's what this card is showing, is that you have structure and foundation. You have the walls around it here, which can be restraining, but also supportive. And so that's what we're looking at here as how the tarot, the energy, subconscious energy on this global level is saying Ethereum needs to move forward, is to set this new structure, whatever this Prince of Discs structure is that it is moving forward with right now. It needs to solidify this foundation and allow it to things to grow, for it to grow from this foundational standpoint. And that will help deal with the challenge energy of this Prince of Discs. Now, I also want to mention Prince of Discs represents two things energetically. One is health, medicine, that healing aspect, but also it definitely represents finance and investment. So what we are seeing here for this Ethereum spread is all related to money. and it represents whatever track Ethereum is on right now. They are following something that they have come up with that they really want to pursue. And it's a very well thought out strategy, I want to add, but they're being challenged by the market at this point. The setting sun could represent things like a recession, which is definitely what we're in right now. But this course of action called for is saying set the foundation, follow through with this foundation, and don't give up on this, because from that you can build a structure that is going to withstand whatever trials come forward from here. Thanks for joining me so much today, and if you have any more questions about finance, about tarot, astrology, and many, many, many other metaphysical subjects, subscribe to my online magazine, astrologicmagazine.com. And you can also book private readings with me at victoriaballou.com. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about all of this, and I really appreciate you joining me.